Steve Alcorn's a fine investigator.
Oh, fuck off!
This is the Fortean Slip with your host, Chris York.
I don't need porn, Chris. I have a good woman.
Listen, I have a good woman. I still watch porn.
Co-host, Steve Alcorn.
You are the top shit in Bigfootery if you get the invitation.
Oh, are you?
I've gotten the invitation 2 years in a row now, Chris.
Wow, not me.
And sometimes special guest, Matt Knapp.
It's part of growing older, you know? Maturing. Makes me more dignified and stuff.
Okay, George Washington.
I opted for the...
Is that what meth addicts say? That make me more dignified.
Taking on all things strange since 2013.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what the hell...
Are you saying that he's pregnant?
Possibly.
Was he implanted by one of these teenage aliens?
Did it happen to Arnold?
This device, which comes as part of Nintendo's Quality of Life initiative, is
going to have kids running around banging their heads off bricks.
Yeah.
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Heidi ho, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 100, and this music is really fucking loud in my head.
I had to turn my headphones down because it was too fucking loud.
Yeah, it's like fucking really bad, and I can't. I'm just like, I'm sliding the slider, and it's doing nothing.
100, man. We finally did it.
100 episodes. Happy fucking New Year, everybody.
Nice.
Say hello to 2016.
How you doing? 2016.
I'm sure it's going to be another fine year.
Oh yeah, just a good time. Great oldies.
Kicking off the new year with the century mark. That's something special.
And they said we'd never last, you know?
Oh,
it couldn't be done.
So many people said it couldn't last. You can't do a show where you're uncensored, Chris. How could you do that? How can you?
You know,
no one will listen to that.
We're like the Evel Knievel of paranormal.
My favorite one though of all was, you're gonna do a parody about Dr. Meldrum? They'll fucking crucify you.
Yeah, 6 months later, everybody hates Dr. Meldrum.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say flash forward. But yeah.
Oh, he never regained it either, did he?
Meldrum?
No, I don't think he ever regained his
foothold.
Standing. Yeah, his foothold.
His standing. I like that one too.
Yeah, there you go.
I think he slipped a little. I think that people still have some quasi respect for him, but overall, he backpedals so fucking goddamn much now that it's just like, okay, there, Meldrum. Mm-hmm. Thanks for your input.
If I ever have like a bunion, he'll be the first guy I go to.
Yeah, can you check this out? I hear you like feet.
You would have to.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Him and Tarantino.
Like his parents must have been like really proud whenever they asked him what he was going to major in. Feet. You know, primate foot anatomy. In Iowa.
That's like Bigfoot Central there, isn't it? Iowa?
Yeah.
That's right. That's where everybody goes hunting for Bigfoot.
Yes, I know he's not from Iowa, people. It was a joke. before you start leaving a barrage of comments.
It's Idaho, ain't it?
Yes.
Well, there you go. It's the same thing.
The potato state, not the corn state. God.
Yeah.
Iowa, Idaho, it's all the fucking same.
It's a starch, all right? One of those
Since-
starchy farmer states.
And since we're talking Bigfoot,
God.
Since we are.
how about that Soha?
So long, Soha.
So what?
Who gives a shit?
I wanna give props to Sir Richard Allen though. I talked to him. What was it? New Year's Eve. I talked to him as Big Ben was striking 12. Isn't that cool? But anyway, I digress. He told me,
And he was right outside because everyone in England is right outside of London.
Yeah. He lives underneath that archway or whatever. He's right next to the giant carousel.
anyway. So I talked to Richard and I said, hey, I haven't heard much from you in the last few days, you know, with all the Soha stuff going down. Soha. So he says, you know, he had his fun and, you know, he proved that Johnson was a hoaxer a while back and he was good with everybody else taking credit. But he made a prediction, and this was New Year's Eve. He said to me, he'll just say the Squatches told him to go somewhere else. And the fucking next day, that's what happened. It was funny as fuck. So props to Richard on his prediction.
Yeah, well, I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but I made that prediction the day before to Phil Polling, actually.
Well, yeah, Richard had said it before too, but it was funny.
Well, I
that
said
he
it
and I-
before Richard, Steve. Whenever Richard said it, I said it before then.
He's amazing.
plus one. Infinity plus one.
I think pretty much everyone
damage,
guessed
two
that would
damage.
happen.
I know, but it was, you know, I want to give the guy his props, man. You know, he's a genius.
Well, I want to give the guy his props because he spent the past year dedicated to pointing out that, you know, Matthew Johnson is a cunt. And now it's the popular thing to do, and all these other people are involved, and they're all, you know, getting credit for everything whenever he's the soldier that pioneered the entire effort.
He did. However, as a true soldier, he, you know, backed down and let them take the credit. You know, he doesn't
Took
need
a
it.
bullet in the ass.
That's right. He took it. He did his work. He knows.
The
what he's
unsung
done.
hero.
Took a bullet in the ass, went home, and got no health care.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Soha is the Southern Oregon habituation area that Dr. Matthew Johnson claimed that Bigfoots were mind speaking and portal jumping and, you know, that kind of bullshit.
Plain Metroid.
And it was a secret location, and some folks found the location, and now it's not so secret anymore.
I think the Bigfoots were the one that found out that Windows 95 will play on a DS.
Windows 95 will play on a DS?
It will load up onto a DS, I guess.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Who cares about Linux on PS3?
Yeah, no.
We can have Windows 95 on a DS.
Who doesn't want to
Very
go back
bad.
to Windows 95?
Yeah.
Everybody bitches when fucking Windows changes. I was listening to a dude the other day. Fucking Windows 10, god damn it, I couldn't fucking stand it 5 minutes after I fucking used it. I was saying the same thing about Windows 8 like fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now
I
I'm,
just-
now I'm like,
uh,
listen, man, I'm not switching to Windows 10. Windows 8's all right.
Dude, Windows 10 is awesome. I'm using it right now. I just downloaded it the other day. It's great.
And you're jacking off while you're doing it, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. As long as
Whenever AOL 4.0 will work on a Game Boy, let me know. Then we're talking.
If you got some of those old AOL discs, Matt, you can sell them on fucking eBay, and some of them are worth a lot of money.
What?
I'm not joking. Look it up.
Oh God, people fucking amaze me. If this is true, people amaze me
guarantee
more than I thought they did the second before you made that statement.
When I was back doing my eBay shit, I used to go around to yard sales and everything and look for, you know, in the free boxes for AOL discs to sell on eBay. I never found any of the good ones, but there was some that were going for several $100s back then. I don't know what they go for now, but people were buying
Several
the fuck out-
$100s.
Yes.
Who needs
For
a
an AOL disc.
Who needs a fucking AOL disc?
Find the AOL on floppy. Those are the ones I think are Really good.
I actually think I have some.
Yeah. Check them out. You could be rich, Matt, and not even know it.
Not even know it.
Wow. So I was going to tentatively title tonight's episode the Steve Alcorn tells me every Sunday that any time is good to go, and then he constantly fucking changes it up.
How many times did I change it today?
Three.
Three, yeah.
Three, yes, three. Yeah, it was, I'm good to go around 7, but anytime's really good, Chris. And then it was, can you go at 8:30?
Well, you had messaged me that, well, can we go at 8? And I said, well, how about 8:30? So that's not really changing it up.
And that anytime, man, it's anytime when Steve's ready.
And then I pushed it back to 8:45. But if you notice, I was in the hangout. I was here at 8:40. So I was 5 minutes early.
I have to give you a little bit of credit.
Maybe even 8:39.
But yeah. So, and I had tentatively said to the guys, let's talk about like New Year's resolutions and kind of like the power of thought, as it were.
The power of thought compels you.
Yes, the power of thought.
I have no power of thought.
But
Luke, use the force.
Yeah, that's right. Have you seen that movie yet?
No.
What is wrong with you?
Well, now at this point, it's become a mission of mine to not see it.
Seriously?
I'm going to be the last person in
No,
the
you ain't.
world.
No, you're not.
You're seriously not going to go see Star Wars?
I don't know.
You know who the last person in the world is going to see it is?
Steve Alcorn.
That is correct, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to give you my take on Star Wars without... How much has been ruined for you?
None.
None of it's been ruined?
None. Okay. I haven't read a single thing.
Okay, I'm not going to ruin this for you at all.
Okay, at this point I can tell you that, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Luke are all in it. And C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yep.
There's a new droid. Yep. There's a new chick.
Yep.
There's a stormtrooper that wields a lightsaber.
Yep. There's
a new Darth Vader.
Yep. Kind of.
A shiny stormtrooper.
Yes.
Ooh, shiny.
And
it's a chick. It's a chick from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the closest thing to any sort of spoiler would be that everybody's talking about that other Sith Lord and who he is or isn't.
Oh, Snoke.
Yeah.
Supreme Leader.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that whole
But
thing.
I haven't read any of the speculation, as to who he is or isn't, other than everybody keeps on bringing up Darth Plagueis, but in my mind, that would be a really stupid bet.
Yeah, I don't know as far as that goes. Here's what I'll say about the movie. Overall. Went and took my kids to see it, and I liked it the first time I saw it. I won't say that I loved it the first time that I saw it. I enjoyed it, but I thought that there was something missing. And I'm sorry, but and I have to give props where props are due. Anthony Cumia, one of my favorite radio show hosts, who I guess got arrested recently for something. I don't know how that's working out, but he had said after Star Trek had come out, the original Star Trek movie with Zachary Quinto and Chris Pine and all those, that Leonard Nimoy talking over his fucking dentures took him right out of the movie. Like, fucking really? In the future, they can't fix fucking dental work? They can fix everything else. But modern dentistry, there's no. So, and I have fucking fire engines. So, in this movie, it was Carrie Fisher. And she fucking totally took me out of the movie. And I'm sorry if, I know everybody's giving her a fucking bad rep for this fucking movie and how she came off in the fucking movie, and she's been bitching and moaning, and I loved Carrie Fisher in the original trilogy. I mean, who didn't love fucking Carrie Fisher in the original trilogy? But when her mannerisms, when she speaks, she took me right out of the fucking movie. Harrison Ford, not at all. Fucking still came off like Han Solo. Chewbacca, how can you fuck up being in a Wookiee costume? Like, really?
I almost spit out my coffee.
And like, I thought that a lot of the new characters were forced to be funny. And what I mean by that is they forced it. And it was just, a lot of it to me did not come off all that well. I have gone and seen it again, and I did enjoy it a little more because I was able to, like, forget kind of that Carrie Fisher was there. And I love the fucking woman. She'll say some of the most outrageous shit in the world. Like, God love her. I think she's great. But for some reason, just that, it was just like, oh, yeah, well, that doesn't fit. Wait a minute, there's Han Solo. That's not Princess Leia. That's Carrie Fisher. So, that was my take on it. And now I like the movie. I think it has potential. Like the next movie has a lot of potential.
Potential?
Yeah.
It's already taken all movie records in existence.
I don't give a shit.
And it just came out.
I don't give a shit. I seriously don't give a shit about that because I don't think that this is the movie that we're all going to go, this is the good movie. It's going to be like fucking A New Hope and then Empire Strikes Back, and we're all going to be like, holy shit. Because we didn't, I personally don't think we got that with the prequel trilogy.
Well, no, but I also think we were all adults and that jaded everything for us. Like, kids loved that shit. And like, whenever we were kids, when the original stuff came out, we loved it. But going back and looking at it, we see some of the cheesy parts, or at least I do.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, definitely. But not,
not and now we're adults looking at movies that are made for kids. But they put the old actors in there to draw us into the theaters too and make more money.
Okay, and another thing too about these Star Wars movies, seriously, listen, motherfuckers. Just because the people in the movie can understand droid doesn't mean that we can. Okay? Fucking figure that shit out. Like,
what, you want subtitles?
No, but I don't want to fucking hear. And then the fucking person answers like they fucking know what the fuck the thing said. Like, seriously? You got droids and they fucking have to talk in this... Like, C-3PO talks like a fucking normal person?
Well, the only one that could ever understand the droid was Luke. Because he had the Force.
No. This fucking all kinds of people can understand the fucking droids.
You're ruining the movie, Chris. Stop.
It's the future.
No, this BB-8 droid that rolls around and fucking just does all this wacky shit. I mean, I don't want to get too far into Star Wars. It's New Year's. Weren't we supposed to talk about New Year's resolutions?
My resolution is to see Star Wars.
You should see Star Wars. Like, I want to know if you have the same initial reaction as I do. Because you and I generally...
I think that's what a lot of it is. I think I'm afraid to go see it.
Well, here's the thing. Because you and I generally have the same type of reactions to movies. It's very rare when you're like, hey, man, you were totally fucking wrong. Because I remember, like, Fantastic Four. I came back and I was like, all right, listen. It's not a horrible movie. And you're like, bullshit.
It's gotta be horrible.
And then you went and saw it and you're like, no, man, you were right. It's like it's not the Fantastic Four, but it's not a bad movie. Like, it took a bad hit from people, but it wasn't a bad movie. And I mean, I just think I'm curious if you have that same initial reaction, but if you go back and watch it, like for instance, Avengers: Age of Ultron. First time I saw it, I was disappointed. I can go back and watch that now, and I fucking love it. I think it's great. I want to see the Hulk punch Ultron like after they blast the shit out of him every fucking time.
Yeah. If they could just make a movie where it's like Hulk punching Ultron and smashing Loki,
Yeah.
I could watch that over and over.
Just loop that somebody on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking great. But I'm curious though about that. If you'll have that same reaction, because
Steve, jump on in anytime.
Yeah.
No, I have no clue about this Star Wars bullshit. It was like 1997 before I saw the first one. I mean,
1997, and you saw A New Hope.
no, the first one.
Oh, the
very first
the prequel one that came out in '99.
The very first Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it's called A New Hope, Steve. It's not
I don't know,
called Star
the very
Wars.
first.
Yeah, it's called A New Hope.
The ones from the 70s.
Right.
It's called A New
Right.
Hope.
It's called A New
whatever.
Hope.
See, I told you I don't know about this bullshit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. I was a Star Trek guy.
Exactly. I rest my case.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, Captain Kirk.
I
How
like
can you go wrong?
cardboard sets and bad haircuts. That's much more entertaining.
Listen, I enjoy
was much
I
more
enjoy
entertaining.
Star Trek. Don't get me wrong. I fucking enjoy it. But Star Wars.
I enjoy it like I enjoy an English bulldog. Like, it's so horrible that I find it entertaining.
No, it's not that for me. Like I'm talking about like the newer movies. The two newer movies I like a lot, even though a lot of people have problems with them. And there's a couple of the older movies that I will go back and watch every time. One of them is The Undiscovered Country. I'll watch that fucking movie probably another 50 times in my life. Love it.
I like the movies better than I like the TV show.
You
Right.
see, I like both. I like the movies.
Concept is decent, but it's like the same concept that, you know, it was to be expected for the time frame that it was in.
It was perfect. It was awesome. I mean, you had
Steve,
had
your
Star
idea of the
Trek.
perfect car is a VW Bug. So
Absolutely. You
Let's
name
take
another
things
car. You name one other car that's lasted as long.
Mercedes
in popularity. I mean, one model of fucking car, not the whole line.
Oh.
How long was the Beetle?
Mercedes-Benz.
The Beetle didn't stop production until 2003 in Mexico. So there you go.
In Mexico, people.
From
in
1940
Mexico.
Or actually, the original design was conceived in the 30s. So
by Hitler.
no, not by Hitler.
By,
the
by
actual
baby Hitler?
Hitler had nothing to do with it.
Anne Frank?
The only thing Hitler wanted was a people's car.
And wasn't that the Volkswagen?
Romstein?
Volkswagen was a generic term back in those days. In fact, Volkswagen for people's car. But Volkswagen was the company was not originally called Volkswagen. It was called KDF.
It was originally called Jew Killer.
No, it was called KDF. It was originally called KDF Wagen, which was strength
Shower
through joy.
transport.
Strength through joy car is what it was originally called.
Do you know what?
After the
Farfignugan
British took it
translates
over,
to?
then it became Volkswagen, as you know it today.
Do you know what Farfignugan translates to?
Driving pleasure, I think.
Pleasure in driving. Close
Same
enough.
thing.
Hey, I gave it to you. Circle gets the square.
You're asking me Volkswagen questions as if I don't know the answers. Come on.
Ooh, Mr. Volkswagen elitist over there.
Fucking connoisseur.
Yes.
As long as it's air cooled.
I'm a Volkswagen diva.
Volkswagens, to me, are like Harley Davidsons. Like, lots of people love them.
And they're
they have their
all
own
fucking
subculture,
crazy.
and they're really great means of transportation as long as you know how to work on them.
And which is a simple task. It's not that hard. I can do
Right.
it.
But like, you know,
And if Steve
I'm not
can
really
do it,
into
anybody
cars
can
that I
do
have
it.
to work on constantly and keep running.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun.
I think they're cool cars though.
Here's
But
my
I wouldn't consider them the best.
here's my New Year's resolution. To talk about Volkswagens more on the show. I think that would be a good one.
No. What does Volkswagen have to do with fucking Fortean shit? We gave you a whole show on the Volkswagen.
Well, no, here, if you want to know what Volkswagen has to do, I see I'm saying it like a German would. Volkswagen. I don't know why I tried. Hitler
Do
was
you have
into-
like a German officer's uniform in your closet, Steve?
No. But Hitler was into a lot of paranormal shit, if you look into the history. I mean,
Yeah, we've seen Hellboy.
right, they were trying to make the bell, the Nazi bell, that was supposedly some sort of time travel thing. Hitler had
John Teeter?
a crew go looking for the Yeti. So,
Well,
and he
let's
was
keep
into
in
a lot of
mind
spirituality and demonology and shit
Hitler
like that.
also invented methamphetamines and kept everyone high. So
Right.
there was a lot of things that Hitler did.
But I'm just saying, you asked what it had to do with the Fortean topics, and there's a lot.
Du hast. Fucking love me some Rammstein. Yarr.
We ought to do a show on
Rammstein,
that.
or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't give a shit. I love it.
We ought to do a show on the crazy shit that Hitler did back in those days. Hitler is responsible for the modern Olympics. A lot of people don't know.
Would we have to credit the History Channel?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure they've done that show.
Yeah, they probably have.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of shit, that he was into, and
No, you're
that's how that ties
You're
in.
absolutely right. There's a lot of shit he was
I
into.
know.
Yeah, like genocide.
Yeah. Yeah, genocide.
He loved
That
him.
was one of 'em.
He loved him.
I
a
am
good,
not
no.
defending.
Listen, he loved him a good working oven, Steve.
Yes. I am not defending Hitler at all by driving.
Damn
cars.
pilot light just won't light though.
Don't worry,
not
Matt.
defending
You can work on it really
that.
easily if you know what you're doing.
I am about the opposite of a white supremacist. So,
You're a black supremacist.
but
Are you a Black Panther?
Are you a member of the?
well, I don't
Black
mean
Panther
exact
Party?
opposite. Can we just move on to the topic of tonight?
I've
or
never
was
seen
there
a
one?
Black Panther member with a cowboy hat before.
They're usually found in the South.
Shit.
Steve's working his way down.
Down Mexico way.
I don't even know how to respond to you guys anymore.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
Yeah, I know I do.
Don't fucking lie.
Hey, did it? What was that? What we talked about before the show about me sticking to topics or something?
Yeah, derailing the fucking show all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's my fault. It's my fault.
I think you were right.
Volkswagen.
No.
We're talking about Star Trek.
Listen, I didn't
I'm
expect.
passionate about those things.
I didn't expect this show to be a fucking on topic or track or anything. For fuck's sake.
I think by 100 episodes, people know what to expect from us.
Yeah, like seriously, I'm fucking high. Steve,
You know?
and Matt's almost as jaded as me. But yeah,
and somehow we make it work.
I don't even know what I wanted to talk about tonight. Really, you wanted to talk
We're
about
like Three's Company meets The Odd Couple.
you fucking Steve wanted to talk about telekinesis. Why did you want to talk about
yeah.
telekinesis?
I don't know. There's some guy in Maine that I was having an argument with. That's all.
Oh,
Well, talk about it, Steve. Let's hear all about it.
oh God, here we go. Oh fuck.
I can boil it all down.
No,
into
no, wait a minute. No. Before you start, why did I just open my fucking mouth?
Oh, you went there.
You had to have seen the videos or heard about it.
No, I fucking didn't.
Completely unaware. He is completely unaware of what is taking place.
Listen.
You are completely unaware?
Let me explain to you what my life has been like, okay?
Well, no, I already know. I mean,
all right, for the past fucking few weeks, all right? I fucking just stick to blog, put it, click, bye.
Okay, well, since we're all over the place with this show, is it all right if I interject with something?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Cut him right off.
Okay. I read an article the other day, and this goes out to anybody that thinks they're a badass and wants to end it all. So you have to have those two qualifications.
Okay.
You have to think you're a badass, but you want to die.
Okay. I'm neither of those. So
I don't remember where it was, but someplace somewhere. They've ruled this as suicide. Okay, this young lady, I believe she was like 32, 34. They believe she committed suicide. She had tried to take her life in the past. Her boyfriend disagrees, but witnesses to the event all claim certain behavior and everything to cause the police to believe it was a suicide. She climbed over a fence into a yard with 2 pit bull attack dogs that were known to be attack dogs, and let them attack her and maul her to death.
She did this willingly and knowingly.
That's an interesting way to go.
That's the most hardcore suicide I've ever heard about.
That is not...
Like, you really have to hate yourself to want to go that way.
Really bad.
It's almost like throwing yourself in the fucking lion den.
I mean, witnesses said
like,
that,
listen, I felt
stop the attacks or defend herself or anything. She just let them do it.
I felt pretty shitty the past few weeks. I can't say that jumping into a fucking pit of even 2 fucking 1 Rottweiler, let alone 2. That would attack
here's
me.
The thing. And most folks would never guess it, but at one time I contemplated suicide, and the farthest thing from my mind was a slow death by pit bull. I was just gonna, I just wanted it to end quickly. If you want to die, you generally want to die quickly, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure upon the first bite, I would snap out of it. Like, I've changed my mind.
This didn't work.
This isn't for me.
It was going to.
I know it's
just
horrible.
crazy.
You know, there was a human life lost and everything, but I've never heard anything like that. I mean, I thought it was bad when people like martyr themselves by setting themselves on fire.
Yeah,
that's bad too.
That's horrible, but at least the fire burns up the oxygen and you suffocate, and it happens really quickly. Mauled by 2 dogs?
No. On purpose.
Yeah. It's a rough way to go. And it was a girl. Not being sexist or anything, but it was a girl.
It just, no. I'm sorry. Okay, can we talk about telekinesis now?
Sure.
All right.
I forgot what I wanted to stop those dogs.
Steve.
I forgot what I wanted to say now.
Steve, the floor is
thanks.
yours.
Okay, in a nutshell, there's a guy in Maine who believes he has telekinetic powers.
No, he doesn't believe that, Steve.
No, he doesn't believe that, but he wants you to believe he believes that.
Yes.
So, in a nutshell, I've talked about it on the show before. My first foray into the Fortean topics was telekinesis, because I was a big fan of Uri Geller back in the day, because I really believed the guy could bend spoons and do all that bullshit. So I have a little bit of knowledge about how this shit works, and I can tell you that none of it's real. Because if you're going to have telekinetic powers...
Wait a minute, Uri Geller doesn't bend spoons?
Well, he bends them, just not with his mind.
So.
He'll still tell you to this day. What was he on that documentary we watched about James Randi?
He's on QVC selling mystical shit.
Yeah, because if you have the power to move things with your mind, you have to go on QVC and sell mystical shit.
Yeah.
So there is never been any proof that anybody can do any of this stuff. It's all boils down to basic scientific principles. Is how you can move
There's
things.
how-to videos on YouTube explaining step by step how to do it. It's probably not legit.
In fact, after I saw the first video, they call it the psi wheel, the PSI. I'm assuming that's pronounced psi.
Yes.
And it's basically a piece of paper on the top of a pin, and it's folded up in a certain way. And it's convection. It's heating from your hands, and sometimes static electricity can do it, and any tiny little wind can make it move. And those are the three things that can make that move. Not a one of them is your mind.
No.
So, and that's my take on telekinesis and the guy from Maine. But we had a good 3-day argument about it, him and I. And
Oh, you
That was
actually
a great show.
you
Steve.
actually argued with him?
yeah, it was so fun.
Wow.
And in the end, he told me I was right. So, you know, because he just wanted to end the conversation. So he said he's going to copy and paste that now every time I talk to him.
Well, don't forget, he also
Yes,
blows
you're
out
right.
candles with his mind.
I did that too. I tried the psi wheel, and amazingly, it worked for me.
Well, that's
So
because
I must have
you've got
telekinesis.
psychic powers, Steve.
And then the candle was even easier. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be the second step.
I
but
was
got
doing the
first.
candle trick whenever I was in junior high to impress people.
You wave your hand in front of a fucking candle. How is that telekinesis? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so...
Well, he doesn't call that
so-
telekinesis. He calls that the power of chi.
Well, chi, but it's all the same bullshit.
I'm gonna pull.
You are
Directing
directing...
energies.
I'm gonna pull
you
a
are
rabbit out
directing
of my
the
hat.
air.
That's mine.
I mean, he calls it chi energy. I call it air. But
Well, yeah, and if he has chi or anybody has chi, we all have chi, because it took me 30 seconds to do the first. And then I lit a candle in my kitchen because we were having a Christmas party, and I want my house to smell like vanilla. I don't know why. Other than what it normally smells like, dog.
And Chi
But-
Chi salsa has a lot of chi.
Yeah. So I lit the candle and I said, hey, I just saw this dude from Maine do this, so I want to see if I can do it. And boom, done. So there's no fucking chi telekinesis. So anybody who thinks there is, I mean, I spent hours when I was a kid trying to do this, trying to bend spoons with my mind, you know, because seriously, because I was so involved in the Uri Geller story. And this is before he went on Carson and all that and got debunked and shit like that. But I was so involved in that story that I thought it was real. But I was like 10 or 11 years old or less, you know. When you grow up, you kind of get the idea that, hey, maybe there's nothing going on there.
Santa Claus
People
is
still wanna buy
not
into that
real.
shit. Yes, he is.
yeah, we're not
In
going
the
there.
hearts and minds of all those who believe, Chris.
So what's your New Year's resolution, Steve?
I don't know. I hate resolutions.
So do I.
I never make any. If I had to, world peace.
That's not a resolution, Steve.
I can bring about.
That's an
world
answer
peace.
for like the Miss Universe pageant.
Well, that was where I was going with it. I want to. Oh, here's my resolution. I want to sound less like the guy from Rain Man when I read the news. That's my New Year's resolution.
Tom Cruise?
No, the other guy, Dustin Hoffman.
He does have a Rain Man-ish quality when he reads the news.
Did you hear how he answered? Dustin Hoffman.
15 minutes to Wapner.
Dad lets me drive this car around the parking lot. He lets me drive the Volkswagen.
Chris messaged me one day. He's like, no, it was after a show, I think. He told me. He's like, I just realized you sound like the dude from Rain Man when you read the fucking news sometimes. I'm like, no, fuck you. But that's my resolution.
Not sound like Rain Man or Dustin Hoffman.
No, I want to read the news Well, that, and I want to read the news in a more professional.
I'd like you to
manner.
I'd like you to be able to read the news and not to have every dog within like fucking a mile of me flip out.
Oh, and one more resolution. I want to make more stickers. I just found my new hobby. It's great. I love it. Making stickers. It's cool.
Great. Do you want a little book that you can put all your stickers in? You want a trapper?
No.
Do you want a trapper keeper?
Can't you make scratch and sniff stickers?
I suppose I could. What do you want them to smell like, Matt?
Weed.
Is that
If
weed?
you can make a weed scented sticker, you could
We
be
might have. If I send all the sticker paper to Chris and he stores it in a certain location, and then he sends it back to me, yes, I can do that.
It's possible. We have the the
No
technology. Yeah, it's just gonna stink.
All right, I digress.
I recently had somebody ask me for a cigarette, and I was like, yeah, if you don't mind it smelling like weed.
You ever get one? You light it up and it smells like that. I've had that happen a few times. Not since I started rolling my own, but I'm talking the manufactured
No,
cigarettes.
very, very often that happens to me.
Well, you, but I mean, I'm talking in general.
Yes, Steve. It's a common occurrence.
No.
Yes.
No, I've never opened a fresh pack, and no.
I've had it happen several times.
Yeah, me too.
No.
And I know others as well.
No. No, the only phantom thing I've ever smelled / tasted is Coke. Like out of nowhere, I'll just be like, "Oh, what?"
New Coke or original?
I'm talking
Coke Zero.
I'm talking high test. The rocket fuel, like fucking Jolt. Yeah, no, that's about. I've
I'm gonna
never
make an energy drink called Seizure.
I've never had any like phantom weed type thing go on. But yeah, when it comes
Yeah, it's
to,
not a phantom thing so much. It's just the cigarette smells like it whenever you light it.
no, I've never
That's pretty cool,
I've
actually.
never caught that. Nope, that's not
You don't
what I've had.
get high from it or anything. But I'm guessing that there
You
might have been
might.
a small portion. No, there might have been a small portion of marijuana mixed in with the tobacco because I'm guessing that
That's
would be a
really
good
where
place.
you're going, Steve. Like, you think that Philip Morris has like random weed plants growing in their tobacco plantations?
No, but there's
Somebody
you ever been to Kentucky where they grow all this shit?
No, Steve, I have not been
Okay.
to Kentucky
Well,
to
it's
the Philip
all-
Morris plantations.
For the
It's all
Derby?
backwoods, middle hillbilly country. You drive for miles and there's tobacco leaves hanging on these open barns to dry and shit. It's not inconceivable that somebody hid some in with the tobacco while it was growing. That's all I'm saying. Tobacco leaves get huge. You can hide it pretty good in there. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. The more you fucking know.
The more I know that Steve Alcorn knows nothing about marijuana.
I'm just saying. No, I don't. I tried it, didn't like it. That was enough.
It's good
Great. Good for
that
you.
you don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. And I'm probably guessing wrong.
All right, so we can fucking wrap this fucking dog shit up. Matt, what's yours?
Well, we didn't hear Matt's New Year's.
That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
to, you fucking
All right. I thought you were going to make me read the news already.
No.
All right, go ahead, Matt.
I don't have one.
To,
I guess you need to make more money.
to watch Star Wars.
To watch Star Wars and make more money than I've ever made before.
That's your New Year's
That's a
resolution.
good one. I'm stealing that one.
Go right ahead.
All right.
That's great. My New Year's resolution. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do anything. I'm gonna be working 2 jobs, blogging, trying to do this shit with you guys, taking care of my kids. My New Year's resolution is to take a minute this year.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna take a minute at some point. I'm not sure when.
At some point.
I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna happen. I'll tweet it out. I'll fucking put it on Facebook. Pinterest.
Hey everybody, I'm on the clock. 60 seconds go.
Here's my minute.
Here's my 1 minute of 2016
But
that I've taken.
no, I guess just fucking try and figure shit out right now. I cannot seem to fucking pull my head out of my ass enough. I mean, I've gotten a lot of shit done. Like I'm working 2 jobs right now. Or I will be as of tomorrow. I do have a car as of next week. And
Everything is in the future tense here.
well, no, so
Tomorrow. Man on the go, Steve.
listen, I had to get things fucking in order. Like they hired.
Hey, I get it.
Listen, dickhead, they hired me last week. I have orientation tomorrow, and I start this week. I'm already working the other fucking job.
Right.
I can't help that the people fucking selling me the car won't give it to me until the end of next week.
Fucking bastard.
What do you want me to do about it? Huh?
I don't know. Go. I don't know.
You fucking.
Call in the heavies.
You know,
Whatever that means.
you want me to call in fucking Luco Brazzi or what?
That's where I was going with that.
Jesus. This isn't The Godfather.
But Steve can make you a really cool sticker for that car when you.
Oh yeah, that Bigfoot stick family sticker I made. That thing is pretty cool. It's actually rocking. If you want one, check out my Facebook page. If you don't want to go through Etsy,
Chris. I'll try to keep talking and drown him out.
hey, this is
I wasn't trying to like offer him a sales pitch.
Here's the thing. I made a New Year's resolution to actually stick with something, and this is what I'm sticking with. My
Stick.
Yeah, he's sticking with.
Maybe you should change the name of your channel and everything to Stick Toys.
I should, but it's been a username I've had for years. So it's actually an old toy company. They made cast aluminum
Vibrators.
cars and trucks.
Oh,
Toys, not toys.
Great.
Slick Toys on Etsy, or you can check me out on Facebook and PM me and I'll send you a link.
Can you?
You don't have to go through Etsy. You can just go straight through me. But I'm going to make
That's
I can
right.
make custom shit.
That's
too, if
right.
anybody wants
Everybody, this includes like Richard Allen, Gary Shaw, anybody that's a true fan of this show, slicktoys@yahoo.com. Steve would like a barrage of dick pictures. Any gay, man-on-man sexual porn you can find, please send it to Steve Alcorn at slicktoys@yahoo.com. You could also send it to him on Twitter.
You can send as much of that shit as you want as long as you put some money in there.
No money, just dick pictures. Like turgid.
I've seen dicks. It's not like it's gonna
listen. Turgid. veiny-
I have one. It's not like
Just send him like gifs. Send him like gifs of like 2 guys like passionately kissing, because I know it bothers him, like on a serious level.
It doesn't bother me.
It does.
It certainly doesn't. I live with a transgender individual, and I live with a African American individual, so I'm very diverse in my
What the
thinking.
fuck does an African American individual have to do with your sexuality?
Because
or your...
I was talking about. No. I was talking about Hitler earlier.
So you're gonna
get the wrong idea.
So now we gotta talk.
Hitler
about...
didn't kill black people, Steve.
So now we gotta talk about diversity in your household.
Yes, I'm very diverse.
Wow, that's great. I was talking about my New Year's resolution, and then we went into your fucking, what was it, an hour-long pitch for your sticker company?
Listen, you talked about making money. I'm talking about making money.
I didn't talk about fucking. I talked about what I was doing. Matt said he wanted to make money.
Well, somebody said money, and that kind of triggered my my new venture.
All right.
One that I'm actually going to stick with for a change.
Good.
Sticker revolution.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Now let's listen.
Hey, I could do that. Sticker revolution.
Let's shut the fuck up and listen to
But you need to combine it so it's sticker revolution and sticker evolution. See? Yeah.
I might have to change the name.
Okay, can we fucking move on with the show?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna listen to a British guy now.
Oh, we're going to do that. Huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to get to it, but somebody wanted to talk about making fucking stickers for the past fucking 20 minutes.
I want to make one.
Greetings, minions! Yeah, no, not doing that again. I just think it's a kick-ass way to start a rant, and it is, let's be honest. Got Facebook notifications turned off this week, so let's see if we can go an entire rant without some cock posting multiple blogs and causing my phone to go off repeatedly. The purpose of this week's rant is to talk about the various ways mankind could destroy itself and the world and the possible civilizations that would follow us. Personally, mankind's a bit of a survivor, so it'd have to be something pretty thorough to finish us off, like a virus perhaps, or an alien invasion. It's very possible that those bored teenage aliens I spoke about on my first rant
and I was just going to go teenage aliens, that motherfucker.
Low-rider alien ships doing a drive-by on the entire planet to earn their place in the gang or whatever. Never been in a gang, don't know how much of that is true or just Hollywood dramatization. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that the possible way for us to get wiped out would be a huge alien lowrider enters the solar system, slows down next to the Earth, opens up a few airlocks, and a bunch of alien Uzis repeatedly plough the planet with green alien fire. Then it speeds off before the space fuzz catch up with it. Yeah, actually, the space fuzz witness testimony after that would be pretty funny. Did any of you see the ship in question? Get its license plates? But I'm digressing here. Okay, so not
Yes, you are, Richard.
But how about a virus then? In the 60s, an idiotic French farmer, in an attempt to stem the rabbit population, released myxomatosis into his garden. That guy almost made rabbits extinct in Western Europe. I shit you not. In England alone, the population went from millions to thousands pretty much overnight. Dick.
Jeez,
So
why
I'd
didn't we
say
learn
a
about
virus is a pretty good plan for wiping us out. Probably one of us that did it as well. Maybe the whole zombie thing will happen via that. I know a lot of people that will be disappointed if the world ends without zombies. That sounds fucked up, and well, it pretty much is. Anyway, virus or alien drive-by wipes us out. What happens next? Well, the natural successor to mammals would probably be insects, although you could make a good argument that they're the dominant species right now and have been for millions of years. Seriously, you can run around screaming with a fly swatter, but let's face it, you never really make a dent in the insect populations. Or so I thought at one point, but apparently bees are going the way of the dinosaurs, so maybe not. Reptiles had their shot, and the planet nearly isn't warm enough to support them again, but again, a lot of scientists reckon dinosaurs were warm-blooded towards the end, so again, yeah. Anyway, though, if humans have proven anything, it's our resilience and total refusal to get knocked down by pretty much anything except each other. I mean, come on, we evolved next to fucking saber-toothed tigers and an ice age. We fucking earned our spot on this planet. Don't give me that bullshit about animals only taking what they need and not being into mass slaughter. Anyone who sees a fox in a henhouse or even a ferret will know that they're just as bloodthirsty as anything else.
Hey, we're
Maybe
prepared
amphibians
into
will get a shot at
He always does.
top, evolve into slimy, swamp-dwelling humanoid
He ends up
race
saying
that wipes
ferrets
out
are gonna
insects
take
once
over
and
the
for all.
world. He's off the show.
Consider surely. How about birds? That'd be pretty epic if condors could get the last laugh on the human race, pecking at the remains of the final group of humans before evolution turns them into giant cow-eating leviathan birds of death. Ha! Epic. I don't know what happens at the end of the human race. None of us will. That's the kicker, unless we get wiped out. We don't get wiped out, but evolve into something different than mammals, maybe. Then we can look back at our ape-like descendants and laugh at their primitive nature like we do with Neanderthals now. It's all a bit quasi for me this week. Why don't we ask Michael Merchant what he thinks?
Footballing is a genius, an intellectual genius.
That had nothing to do with what we were talking about, Merchant, but I appreciate the sentiment. No hate mail this week. Been a bit quiet, actually. So Johnson's a cunt, and take it all with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Richard.
That rant was actually from a few weeks ago. I was, like I said last week, I was gonna play it, but last week's show was what it was. But yeah. So that's Richard's rant. For
This week's show was so much better.
Hey, listen, I'd say I'm a little more chipper, motherfucker.
You are.
Yeah.
Yes. We will never mention again episode 99.
Yes. 99 shall be thrown away. We shall never make word of it again. But yeah, so
You should have tried out for Star Wars.
should I have? I thought that guy.
should.
No, I don't agree. I couldn't have made the corny joke lines. Couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And kept a straight face while I was doing it. Just not gonna. No. Steve, you got any news?
I probably do.
Probably. Is that how we're gonna start out the new year?
Oh, Chris, I said I was going to be more professional. I will be more professional. I have some news, Chris. Is that professional? No, it's probably not. Play the music. And because I'm going to be more professional for the year of 2016, I'm going to start off with this story from sfgate.com. Cow dung patties selling like hotcakes online in India. We haven't had a good shit story in a while. New Delhi. Like consumers around the globe, Indians are flocking to the online marketplace in droves these days, but there's one unusual item flying off the virtual shelves. Online retailers say cow dung patties are selling like hotcakes. The patties are cow poop mixed with hay and dried in the sun, and they're made mainly by women in rural areas to be used to fuel fires. They have long been available in India's villages, but online see, I already fucked up my resolution.
Online retailers,
including Amazon and eBay, are now, hey, thanks for that, man, are now reaching out to the country's ever-increasing urban population.
you can buy cow shit on Amazon?
You sure can. In India. I don't know. We'll have to look it up, see if we can buy it around here. They're reaching out to the country's ever-increasing urban population, feeding into the desire of older city folks to harken back to their childhood in the village.
I'm on it.
Yep. Some retailers say they're offering discounts for large orders. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Some customers...
$6.50 plus $4.99 shipping, only 11 left in stock. Order soon.
Can you get them in the States here?
I'm looking at it right now.
Longing for that smell from your childhood home.
4 pieces, pure cow dung cakes.
Some customers are even asking for gift wrapping. Cow dung cakes have been listed by multiple sellers.
I know what everybody's getting for Christmas from me next year.
And we have received several orders since then.
Because fuck all y'all.
Madhavi Koshar, an Amazon India spokesperson. The orders came mostly from cities where it would be difficult to buy dung cakes, she said. I love that story.
There's a black market for cow dung.
We should buy them all up.
The fucking Silk
Put the
Road.
Freudian slip logo on them. And
Yeah.
the Fortean shit logo on them. That's what we'll
Cow
do.
dung stock skyrockets.
Yeah. Chilling picture shows demon watching over
People are
unborn
trying to
baby
find
in an
cow
ultrasound
patties
scan.
like fucking bitcoins.
Shit coins.
This next story comes from the mirror.co.uk.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does. It's about an ultrasound. Some nice stuff. An ultrasound picture of an unborn baby has gone viral after a strange-looking figure next to the fetus was spotted by thousands of social media users. The eerie image was posted on Imgur, is that how you say that? IMGUR? Under the heading, "A Friend's Ultrasound. When you see it, ... At first, the scan looks like a fairly innocuous picture of an unborn child resting sweetly in their mother's womb. But if you look to the right of the picture, you might see something altogether more disturbing. A demon!
A
A
uterus?
grainy outline of what... Well, no, there's a demon in there. I can see it. It actually looks like a... Well, it could be... It might not be a demon, but It's human figure of some sort. A grainy outline of what looks to be a woman has been spotted by many people who have looked at the picture.
Oh,
Opinion
so
is
the woman
divided
that
as to what the figure
surrounds
looks
the
like.
baby is the demon. I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people think
I
it's
agree.
a demon, but some people think that it could be a Hindu goddess, a mermaid, and of course a demon. One commentator said, "Does no one else see the demon on the right?" But another responded, "Hindu goddess on the right side of the image." So they're already arguing about what it is.
Well,
Yeah, that's funny.
I've seen the actual image that Steve's talking about, and to me it looked identical to the Cyclops from the old Sinbad movie.
Yeah, it could. But there's definitely an image there.
But
Correct
but
me.
here's
I mean,
the
you can see it.
but wait. Here's the real test. Did it move all stop motion like?
I don't know. There's no video of it. Just a
Well,
picture.
it's not an Asian baby, Chris.
Oh, what?
That whole sketchy demonic movement thing, like they do in like all the Asian horror movies.
Oh. I was like, where the fuck were you taking that, man?
It didn't like crab walk up the wall or anything.
That picture has been viewed 500,000 times since being uploaded. So
Wow.
yeah, and it's a demon. I'm going to go with the Hindu goddess. I think it looks more like a Hindu goddess. It looks like one of those statues you see in those countries
Sure.
where Hinduism is popular.
You heard it here
The
first from
statue's called
Steve Alcorn.
Buddha.
Yes. And I'm following up with the best story of the evening. Yeah, okay. IFLscience.com. I guess there's a quadranted, is that how you say it? Quadranted meteor shower?
Yes,
And it's going on tonight.
I'm sure that's exactly how it's said, Steve.
Yeah. Quadranted. Quadrated? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, tonight
keep
there will
going.
be a showcase of the first meteor shower of 2016, and it'll help you wash away those post-holiday blues
Will
and your
it?
3-day hangover from New Year's Eve. No, it won't. The first meteor shower of the new year is called the quadranted meteor shower. These cosmic fireworks
I'm here
are
to tell
expected
you,
to peak on
the
Sunday.
fucking meteor shower isn't going to wash away my blues.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, it's on Sunday, January 3rd, which is today. And for our viewers who are our listeners, it'll probably be tomorrow, or yesterday, I mean. Just all fucked up.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
It doesn't matter.
So just tell the story and shut the fuck up.
If you're listening on Sunday, January 3rd, and the weather conditions are good in your area, and you're not drowned in light pollution, and you're not high on meth, you should be able to catch a fair few streaks darting across the sky. The quadranted meteor shower is usually best seen from the northern hemisphere due to the shower's radiant point. However, provided you're north of the equator, you shouldn't need to worry too much exactly where you look into the sky. Although they're you know that word, known as shooting stars, what you're actually seeing are tiny fragments of cosmic dust hitting in the Earth's atmosphere, burning up and leaving a trail, as in the case of these quadranted meteors. I fucked up that word every fucking time. They're believed to be specks of debris flinging from comets. And that's it. I'm done. That's the news.
Have you guys heard about the musical adaptation of Apocalypse Now?
No.
It's called Apocalypse Wow.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch
That one at
Sweeney
the comic
Todd in a
store
couple weeks.
yesterday. Just wanted to throw it in there.
I'm going to watch Sweeney Todd in a couple weeks. Is that kind of the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're good to go.
Look at you getting all cultured.
Dude, I've been cultured.
Kid.
You getting
I watched the
Getting all
off-Broadway
cultured.
production of The Producers. I seen Frank Sinatra show last
I'm
year.
pretty sure we already knew it was off Broadway, Steve.
It wasn't far off Broadway. It was amazing to see the set changes and things like that. They were, it
Pretty
was
sorry, you're in
just kind of-
Ohio.
Well, I was in Pennsylvania when I saw it, but
Oh. Hershey?
they don't. No, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh. Yeah.
And you guys wonder why I'm weird. I come from a fucking town called Erie.
You know, at this point in the show, I'm like giving you as much fucking rope as I can let you
It
have.
kind of surprises me that you're actually able to see a musical in Erie, Pennsylvania that you weren't actually a member of.
No, we have Erie's actually a pretty decent sized town. It used to be the third largest city in Pennsylvania, but now it's the fourth, behind Altoona. But whatever. It goes Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Altoona, Erie.
Are you getting rope burns yet, Chris?
Erie has a very historic.
Like, I just want people
theater.
to understand what we go through.
Ladies and gentlemen, the history of cities in Pennsylvania.
Erie has a very historic theater called the Warner Theater, and yes, you guessed it, it was built by the actual Warner brothers, and they used to build these theaters all over the country. No, actually, it's a very beautiful place. I wish I would have took some pictures while I was in there.
That's all, folks.
Well, maybe it was Warner Brothers, but anyway, it's one of the last ones. I think there's only one other one in the country now, but they used to be everywhere. Beautiful place.
This has been the Fortean Slip, episode 100, the Steve Alcorn's a douche episode.
I thought we discussed somebody else being a douche before the show.
Sorry, I had to change it up. If you like this shit, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the thumbs down button. Leave a comment, subscribe. Go see Dred Funn at dredfunn.com, youtube.com/Dred Funn. Don't look at Steve's stickers at all.
Slick Toys on Etsy. SLIKTOYS.
Dick pictures all around for Steve Alcorn. Please go to bigfootcrossroads.com. Check out Matt and the Bigfoot Outlaws as well.
I can do custom car decals even.
I swear to God, I want to hit you with a fucking...
And custom stripper pasties.
I want to hit him with
I
a
could do
fucking bat right now. Just beat him in the face with a bat.
You're always saying I don't promote my shit because I never stick with it. I'm sticking with the stickers.
He means like blogs and YouTube channels, not like your Etsy store.
What's the difference?